Hi friends, hi professionals, and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Sea of Regulation. Simone here. Gotta get some disclaimers out of the way. So today we're going to be covering a few things, but first, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a lawyer. Nothing on this channel are the views of a financial services regulator or an international standard setter. They're all my views. So with that out of the way, today's topic is going to be the games that financial services providers play with regulators and shouldn't. Let's dive in. Regulators get it. We get it. You're smart. People in the industry are smart. And one of the things that I think happens too often is that financial services providers feel that they can get one in over on the regulator. And there's a lot of lying. There are a lot of things that happen that really shouldn't happen. And so I'm going to go over maybe 3 of my biggest peeves that I've experienced, and I know from talking to colleagues around the world that they've experienced that you just should not do. Number 1, we send you a request, basic 1-page letter, and you send a response that's 100 pages long. No one is impressed with that, especially your regulator. And here's a little secret, from me at least. If you send a response that long and it's not warranted, like we didn't ask you for a manual or some kind of document that would be 100 pages, we tend to read those immediately. And if we're not impressed, imagine how we feel. You've wasted our time. That is one of the things that I've seen done in the industry to stall regulators who are already stretched for limited resources. Again, don't do it. Doesn't end well, especially if you've put in something that doesn't make any sense. Number 2, you ask the regulator what to do. Now, this is not to say that there aren't some things that need a bit of clarity, regulatory clarity. After all, if it is the regulators that are administering the laws, we should know what we mean by a particular provision. But in some instances, it is like industry professionals want a get out of jail free card by saying that the regulator told them to do this. It's not happening. Stop asking us to tell you what to do. And again, this does not cover areas where there's really ambiguity and there's a need for discussion. And with a caveat, I will say this. In the legislative process, so when new laws are being discussed and drafted, it's important for regulators to engage in a consultation process to make sure we get it right. Because personally, I understand that I am not doing the day-to-day business, so it's important to engage with people who are to make sure that something is legislated that's not fit for purpose. But with that caveat out of the way, don't ask us to tell you exactly what to do. Because again, you are a firm with qualified professionals. You should know exactly what needs to be done in a great many cases. Third on the list, you lie to our faces. We are not stupid. And chances are, if we've done our due diligence before a meeting or before some representations, we actually know that you've lied. Lying doesn't end well, and in some cases, if you've willfully lied to us, that could result in sanctions. Now, based on what I've said, you might want to comment below in some of your experiences as to why you might feel this is necessary. Definitely drop them below. And I know I said 3, but I have a 4th one. So here we go. Number 4, the bonus if you've stayed this far into the video. My 4th pet peeve. You tell your clients that they have to do X, Y, and Z because the regulator says so. Please stop doing that. Especially at the banks. Please stop doing that. The regulator didn't say so. The law says so. And when a regulator hears a financial services provider is doing that, we tend to think maybe you don't understand the laws as well as you should. And that tends to flag you for an inspection. So just a word of advice, stop telling your clients that the regulator told you to do this, that, or the regulator says they must do that. If it is in the law, then tell your clients that it is a legal requirement within the law. Do not use the regulator as a shield, or especially if you think it's something that your clients will not receive well, to put the regulator in the front of the issue so that the blowback and the negative feelings are actually being driven to the regulator and not to your firm because it's a legal requirement. So those are the topics. I know I said 3, but I've given you an extra one. If you can think of anything else, or if you're a financial services regulator and you have some experiences that you would like to share, drop them in the comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell for my upcoming videos. A lot are coming out. I'm gonna keep this regular. And please, please, please keep the discussion going.